Workzone's Boards feature allows teams to elegantly manage their work through the use of a visual board. Here, users can create lists representing the different stages that work can move through, and cards representing the project's tasks or activities that will move through the series of lists. To utilize this feature, it must first be enabled in the Settings tool by an administrator. To do so, navigate to the Features to Display settings. Here, you can enable the Boards feature, which will then display in the top navigation bar of your Workzone site. Now that the feature has been enabled, let's jump over to the Boards module for a brief introduction. When getting started with boards, you can create a new board using the provided button. Then give the board a title, designate a workspace and board color, and hit Create. Next, you can build out a series of lists representing the different stages that each card will move through. To do so, use the Add List button. Here, you can give the list a name. A standard set of lists to get started with can be To Do, Doing, and Done. The Done list in this example can be marked as an endpoint, representing the final stage in your workflow. Next, create cards, which will represent the initiatives or tasks that need to be moved through the list. You can create new cards by using the Add Card button. Simply give the card a name and hit Add Card, and you now have a basic card to work with. If you would like to add additional details when creating a new card, you can use the pencil icon. Here, you can update a variety of different fields, including due date and priority, as well as labels and user assignments, which can later be used for filtering purposes. Labels will appear here once they've been created by an administrator. You can learn more about labels with the resources linked here. When finished updating additional details, hit Create and the card will be added to the list. Once created, clicking on a card will give you access to a variety of different features, including the ability to add attachments, which can be files, web links, or even links to projects and project requests. It is worth noting that you can also add file attachments by dragging and dropping onto a card. The checklist feature can be used to create itemized lists of work for a card. Simply hit the plus button to add items to the checklist. Notice that each card also contains a comments thread. This thread functions exactly the same as comments threads for projects, tasks, and documents. Here, you can subscribe users or @mention them to trigger emailed communication. For more information on using comments threads, please refer to the resources linked here. The Activity Log tab will show you all historical data in regards to each card, showing when they were moved through different lists and who moved them, as well as any other actions associated with the card. Now that you've created some cards, they can be filtered here, where you'll see filters for assigned and label along with other filters. At this point, you are ready to start moving the card through the list. Simply drag and drop each card to the desired list as it moves through the workflow. Notice that when you drag a card to the designated endpoint list, the card will automatically gray out, signifying completion. Navigating to the Boards Overview page will show you all of your active boards, along with an option to create new boards.